Jamal. So today we have special guest, Dr. Moran.
So let's see here, Jamal, you're just texted me, what's it like to be the boss of everybody? Well, I guess that I don't really actually see myself as the boss of everybody. In fact, one of the things that's pretty interesting is I feel like I get a lot of people telling me things that they think I should do. So one of the things that I really try to do is to find out what do people need across the school system, and then be able to just say, how can I help make that happen? So I don't know if I ever think of myself as being the boss of everybody. What else is on your mind? All right. Uh-oh. Hidden talents that not everybody knows about. So that's what it sounds like, and I have to tell you that my husband doesn't like for me to practice at home. If you could have any career other than the one you have, what would it be? Actually, when I was in college, I majored in biology, and I didn't really think I was going to end up teaching science. What I thought I was going to do was to spend time chasing snakes around in the Everglades, because I loved snakes. I really wanted to continue studying herpetology, which is the study of reptiles and amphibians, and to become a wildlife biologist. So I brought a little guest this morning that is on loan from Greer Elementary. I have a friend there, so let me see. It's going to come out. Oh, look, here we go. This is Popcorn, and Popcorn is a corn snake, which means that she is a constrictor, so she squeezes her prey to death. Not poisonous. Very beautiful, huh? Check out that checkerboard pattern under there. Yes, where is Mr. Przewski? Come on over, Mr. Przewski. I know you're over there watching these text messages fly in from Jamal. I thought that you might demonstrate. See that? He's holding on to Popcorn perfectly.
And the lesson here is that when the superintendent asks you to do something, you don't argue. You just do it. He's going to squeeze my wrist to death.
Okay.
Oh, Jamal, you got to hold the snake.
Come on, Jamal.
Touch.
Hit the Jamal.
So let's see if there's any other questions left here. Do you need an assistant superintendent who can text really fast? I got to tell you, Dr. Haas, who used to be principal at Albemarle High School, is a pretty fast texter. I could go into my text messages and show you that he, if I texted him right now, I'd probably have a message back in just a minute.
Oh, hey, Jamal, good morning. I hear you're doing great things over there at Albemarle High School.
Thanks.
All right, excellent work. Good morning, Patriots.
Thank you, Dr. Haas. I will see you later. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
See, there you go. He gets back. And here's this week's segment of Where's Larry?
Join us next week when I interview somebody else. All right, you got it.
Excellent.
Yes.
What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know? They say the girl is a fool. The girl keep on bopping. The girl get them girls and them girls get it poppin'. What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know? They say the girl getting money. A lot of dirty money. I show you how to do it if you getting something from me.
Hi, I'm Sean Jackson, and I'm here with Coach Rag. I'm the head varsity coach for the girls volleyball team. Every year you guys have a good season. Can you explain what goes into that?
I think a lot of it has to do with the type of girls that end up coming out for volleyball. I tend to get very academic-oriented girls who work very hard in the classroom, and that spills over onto the court. So they work very hard, and I think they get the most out of themselves because of the work they put in on the court. Secondly, I think volleyball also attracts a kid that buys into whatever you're trying to do with them. So whatever I ask out of them, they try their best to accomplish it. And third, and probably one of the most important things, is team chemistry. Our girls really enjoy being with each other. And of course, when you're playing in a 30 by 30 square, you kind of got to like each other, or else things don't work very well. So I'm really excited about the type of kid we attract to our program. We were very young coming back at the net this year, and I've just been real pleased by the way the front row's developed. And our back row and setters have really kept us in every match. They are very tenacious, and so that's really been, it's been nice to watch all of them gel and complement each other, because there's no one superstar in the team. Everybody pitches in and does their role. We have 3 returning seniors this year, which is kind of a low number for us. Usually we have more, but it's kind of nice because you're fairly young. But I can't be more pleased with the leadership that the 3 seniors have shown so far than what I have. They are really have helped the team to gel, and they've encouraged the other kids, the younger kids, to perform and practice. One of our focuses is we take it 1 rep at a time, and every rep needs to be your best. And if we can do that, we're going to do well. And the seniors have done a great job of embracing that and showing the other younger kids how to do that.
We just tried to, we're a really young team compared to a couple years in the past. So we're trying to just get to know the team better and just give them feedback also, like Coach asks us to do, to help the girls also, since we, the coaches don't always see stuff, so we just try and step in and also help out.
Can you tell me one goal you guys have for the season?
States.
Yeah, states.
The returning players, we just weren't satisfied with last year, so we just want to go out really hard this year and be hungry in the postseason and go as far as we can.
Can you tell me how this team is coming along with the seniors from last year moving on, you guys stepping up? Can you just tell me how everybody is fitting in with?
Well, we have 2 freshmen on the team this year and 6 returners total. But everyone's gelling really well, and we've tried to bond quickly, and I think we've done that. And the freshmen, and we have 1 sophomore, they fit right in. So.
And by bonding, it's better on the court because we all cooperate well. We're not dramatic.
Yeah, I know you've been here for a long time and had a lot of success. When do you see yourself retiring?
As I tell them, my contract says 1 year at a time, and that's what I go by, is 1 year at a time. And I'm really still enjoying it. So it's at some point I know I'll have to give it up, but right now I'm really enjoying it. And the kids are such a pleasure to be around that it's kind of hard to walk away from them. They end up feeling like your daughters after a while when you've been around them so long. So it's the other thing is the tradition we've had here. We've been very fortunate to be successful, but that tradition kind of builds on relationships over the years too. And so when kids keep coming back and contacting me, and we have a chance to go out and grab lunch or something like that, it's just it's a great feeling to reconnect. And every year we have the alumni game, and a bunch of different alumni will come back and compete against the varsity team, and that's special also. So you get another chance to see these kids as they've grown up, and now they become moms themselves, and they parents and all, and so they're going through some of the things that I dealt with them on when they were here.
Mr. P and other people in our class talked about guys having a volleyball team. Do you have any? Well,
of course I'd love to see it, because I think volleyball breeds volleyball, and especially if you got some guys out there, there's a totally different game with the guys than it is the girls. But I think it will encourage both teams to perform at a higher level because of the different challenges each sport or each level presents, I guess I should say. Ever since I've been coaching here, there's been guys that come to me every year and said, I'm going to try out for the girls volleyball team, but we don't get a guys team. I said, get a guys team or come up for the girls team. I can't, that's up to you. But, it's one of those things. As you know, finances kind of drives everything, and if they add a guys sport, I think they've got to add a girls sport for Title IX, which they should. And we're scrounging sometimes to keep the programs we got in place funded at this point. So I'd love to see a guys volleyball team, and I think it would be fun.
What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know? They say the girl is a fool. The girl keep on bopping. The girl get them girls and them girls get it poppin'. What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know? They say the girl getting money, a lot of dirty money. I show you how to do it if you getting something from me. Got some nice titties.
Hi, I'm Miss Weber. I teach AP Environmental Science and Anatomy and Physiology, and this is Classroom Cribs, room 267. So this is my collection of all my dead animals in my room. A snakeskin up here on the wall, quite large, I would say. This is my white white-tailed deer. This is actually the mascot for our classroom. His name is Freddie, and he provides us inspiration as we go about our day. He keeps a watch on everybody too. I actually have cameras in his eyes so that he can kind of monitor what goes on in the classroom a little bit. All right, this is a couple of skins I have. This is a fox skin and a squirrel skin. So I actually skinned these myself and preserved them. And I was going to make a nice little like coat out of it, but it turns out it's really tough to do, and so I didn't do that. But I do have the skins here. This is the fox skull that came out of this, and what happened was, to get this, I took the carcass from this and I buried it, and then I let it sit there for a couple months, and then I dug it back up, and it turned out it turned into just a puddle of like goo, like guts and goo. It was really disgusting. Okay, so this is the Naked Patriot. He is also a mascot for our class. We use him for inspiration, and he was actually a part of my door decoration for homecoming week that I did not win, but you know, I'm not bitter about it. And I left him up here because I think he's a good representation of what we stand for as Patriots. So we have some class pets in my room too. We have 1,000 class pets actually, and they are all red wiggler worms. And if you look in here and get a nice close-up, you can see somewhere, oh, that's a good one right there. These are all our worms. Students will bring in apple cores and celery and paper, and you can put your report cards in there if you don't like them, and the worms will break them all down and turn them into nutrient-rich soil. So we're here with Rowan. Rowan is one of my star anatomy pupils. He is here in full gear. We have goggles for eye protection. We have a nice jacket so he doesn't get rat juice on him and stain his clothes, and he is holding on his skinned rat. He skinned this himself with a scalpel and some hard work, and you can see that it's a nice example of the musculature of the rat. Okay, this is Sean. Sean is one of my star AP Environmental Science students. He is here in full environmental science gear. First of all, we have his waders. Waders are used for when you go out into the water and you don't want to get your socks wet and your feet wet. And so he can go out in the water and get all sorts of samples with his seine net. This is a seine net, so you would go in the water and you collect a bunch of fish and whatever else is out there, and you can analyze it. And then we also have a turbidity tube, and that looks at how much dissolved solids are in the water. This is what you could look like every day if you take AP Environmental Science.
Miss Thorson, one of the librarians here, and Mr. Krobeck and I thought it would be fun to do a staff selection book display this month, and we asked faculty members to pick out a book that they would recommend to students or to each other, and we got such a wide variety of book selections, and it has been really a fun thing to do.
Good morning, Patriots. I'm Jay Thomas, principal. The book I chose is by Michael Crichton, my favorite author in the world, and it's called Sphere. So one of the reasons that I absolutely adored Michael Crichton when he was alive and the books he was writing was that when I was younger, I didn't enjoy reading. I didn't have a structure at home where I was forced to sit down and read novels and read books. And it was around my junior year when the light bulb came on for me that I could easily be an AB student, but I wasn't putting in the work, I wasn't putting in the time. And when I compared myself to the students that I was friends with, I was in a small high school, one of the things I saw that they consistently did is they were consistently reading. And that's when I started to find the joy in reading, but also the value in reading. Started getting short books and short novels, starting to get things of interest that I really liked. And then, you know, when I finally in life started sitting down and reading for the joy of it, and is Michael Crichton just really caught my attention. And it's just the science fiction and the medical fiction, that everything that goes into it, it's just so enjoyable to read sometimes, to think, hey, could this really happen? This is pretty neat. And he just tells a wonderful story. So, you know, rest in peace, Michael Crichton. Miss you, but I love your books. Go back and read them all the time. Thank you.
5-yard touchdown run.
Good morning, I'm Bobby. Today is November 19th and here are your morning announcements. The Albemarle academic team crushed the competition on Saturday at the Cavalier Classic Tournament, taking second place and beating rivals Thomas Jefferson and Western. Would you like to explore Europe this summer to explore and learn about modern European history? Ever want to see the Berlin Wall, visit Prague, and tour real castles? Come to room 152, the second half of chat, this Wednesday to learn more. There will be a Model UN meeting in room 152 during chat on Thursday. This meeting is mandatory for all members. We have BODOs. Hey guys, if interested in playing on the first boys volleyball club team, there will be an interest meeting on Wednesday, November 19th during the first half of chat, room 151, Miss Thornhill's room. Reminder to all PALS members and those who received an invite letter, PALS orientation is this Wednesday at 6:45. New members should RSVP with Coach Cheryl or Coach Lindsay and dress warm to be inside or outside. Any girl interested in trying out for girls soccer, there will be a mandatory meeting Thursday, November 20th during the second half of chat in the big gym. See Coach Cheryl if you cannot attend. If you're interested in joining the Beta Club, dues are due by this Friday, November 21st, 2014 until 3:30 p.m. Please make checks payable in the amount of $25 to Albemarle High School and include your full name in the for section of the check. You may turn the payment into either Miss Lennon or Miss Perry in the guidance office. Salsa Club will be held today in the cafeteria of the Media Center. Come at 3:45 to the cafeteria to get your salsa on. Attention all fall athletes. If you are on a fall sports team, please come by room 11 during chat either Wednesday or Thursday to take a 10-minute survey online. Thanks. Attention students, enter the Albemarle High School Shakespeare competition for a chance to win a trip to New York and possibly England. The competition will take place Tuesday, December 9th in the HS Auditorium at 4 p.m. There will be an information meeting to answer any questions you may have about the competition Wednesday, November 19th between 4 and 5 in the drama room. See Miss Cunningham in room 41 or Miss Pruitt in room 226 for applications. That's all for now. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Miss Davis, and usually I feel terrible when anyone asks me what my favorite book is, even though I'm an English teacher, because my favorite book is actually The Queen of Atolia, which is a young adult novel. I read the first one, The Thief, a long time ago in elementary school, and I didn't find out that there was a sequel until years later. And the first one is very much a kid's book. It's a fun story, adventure, it's fun. But then you get to the second one and it's not a kid's book anymore. Suddenly there's a lot more round characters, it's a lot funnier, but it's also a lot more biting, and I just love it. I read every time I have a bad day.
We have a very young team this year. We have a couple of returning seniors, but other than that, the vast majority of the young ladies that you'll see on the field are sophomores and freshmen, which is a really nice thing to be in, a really nice position to be in when you're looking at the long term. But in terms of this year, we've got a lot of growth.
What's it like playing for Coach Jackson?
It's good. I played for her freshman year, but she's good and she always keeps our spirits up even if we're down, and it's good. I like her.
Great.
The returning seniors are really strong players and they're wonderful leaders. In terms of our record, we're hoping to have a winning record this year. With the redistricting that happened a couple years ago, it makes it a lot easier on our travel schedule, and we're playing teams that are more sort of comparable to our level of play. So even, looking back to the year I started here, the game has progressed. The high school level kids, the high school students are doing moves that you used to see only at the collegiate level. You'd only see it at the college Division I level. And now you're even seeing more complicated moves that are coming down from the international level that have been a part of the Division I sort of repertoire that are now the really good high school level players are doing the reverse chips, the aerial dribbling, the stuff that you're seeing at a much higher level. And they're expected to do it now when they're 16, 17 years old. Tonight we're playing crosstown rivals Covenant, the Covenant school, and that's the school that I helped coach last year. I was their assistant last year, and my daughter is on their team as well. So this should be an interesting matchup with, I've never coached against my daughter before, so this is a first for me and for her to have mom on the sidelines coaching against her, so it should be interesting. I know it gets her fired up, but the problem is that when you fire her up, she plays better. So I'm just gonna not have anyone mess with her. I'm just gonna kind of let them do her thing, and then hopefully she won't get fired up and she won't play to the best of her ability. Did I just say that about my kid? Yes, I did.
It's kind of weird because I know that she's cheering for me as an individual, but for her team, I think she has someone marking me right now. So.
So what's the car ride home going to be like?
Well, I feel like we're winning right now, but I don't know. We'll see.
She'll have lots of chores when we get home. Lots of extra homework, studying, PSAT prep.
Hi, I'm Caroline and I'm coming to you live from the bomb shelter. Despite all of the administration's attempts to cover this up, we have still found a passage into the bomb shelter. I'm really sorry to disappoint you all, but there's nothing special down here, just some cobwebs and leaky pipes. We're going to take a look around to see if we can find anything worth reporting. Okay, let's take a look this way. Let's see what we can find over here. What is this? Alex, I'm creeped out. We need to get out of here. Now. No, I'm serious. Now. Oh my God, it's locked! Alex! Alex! This isn't funny. We're all gonna die down here. Hi, I'm Caroline, and I'm here today with Selena Feng, the winner of the NC WIT Award for Aspirations in Computing. So, Selena, why did you apply for the NC WIT Award?
So I took AP Computer Science my freshman year, and my teacher, Ms. Hawley, encouraged me to apply for the award, so I did, because I thought it'd be interesting.
Can you talk about the award you received and what you gained from the process?
So I won the state and national awards for the NC WIT, Award for Aspirations. The state award I got my freshman year, and we were invited to a banquet ceremony sort of thing. We just talked about, we had a keynote speaker, and then we talked about, how to encourage women to participate and do technology, basically. I got to meet a bunch of people in technology and people from the Bank of America who, is a sponsor of the award. We toured the Bank of America headquarters and we looked at some of the technology they were developing for banking. I also got a scholarship for college as well as some prize money, and I got to meet a bunch of really interesting people.
What are you doing now in regards to using your awards and talents?
Running a middle school outreach program for girls who are interested in technology at Jewett Middle School with a grant from NC WIT.
Why should girls do science and apply for the NC WIT Award?
Well, honestly, if girls are interested in computer science, there's no reason why they should not pursue what they're interested in. In particular, the technology field needs a lot of employees. Like from awards like the NC Wood Aspirations and Computing Award, girls would gain a lot of experience or knowledge about the technology field, or the real world sort of technology, as well as contacts and friends and that sort of thing. Other girls who are also passionate in the technology field.
I would like to thank Selena for stopping by and sharing her experiences. Good luck on your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Good.
Hello, Patriots. I'm Caroline, and I'm out here during the Great Breezeway Flood of 2014. Currently, we do not have a drain working, and we are all going to die. The senior circle is off limits due to flash flooding. To keep you further updated, currently, we would all be drowning if it were not for this working drain.